Hello, everyone. Today we're going to continue with factoring, but now instead of having a coefficient in front of x squared of 1, we're going to have something greater than 1. So to factor a trinomial of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, we need to find two integers, m and p, whose product is equal to a times c. So we need to multiply a and c, but we still want the sum to equal b. If there are no integers that satisfy these requirements, the polynomial is called prime. So to factor 2x squared plus 15x plus 18, first thing I do is I multiply 2 and 18, which gives me 36. I then want factors of 36 that add to be 15. So that is 3 and 12. So I break this up into a plus sign. I take 2x squared and write that as 2x and 2x. And then I take my 12 and 3 and right below. I then look vertically for any common factors. So 2x and 12 have a common factor of 2. So I divide both those by 2, which gives me x plus 6 times 2x plus 3. I should always look for a GCF first. So now if I look at number 2, I have 6x squared minus 11x minus 10. There is no common factor of 6, 11, and negative 10. So I'm going to do negative 10 times 6, which gives me negative 60. So I need numbers that multiply to be negative 60 that add to be negative 11. So if you need help finding your factors, remember on your calculator you can do y equals negative 60 over x and see the factors. But numbers that multiply to be negative 60 that add to be negative 11 are negative 15 and 4. So I'm going to make the plus sign. I write 6x in both, coming from the 6x squared, and then negative 15 in one and 4 in the other. I then am going to look vertically at 6x and negative 15. There is a GCF there of 3. So I'm going to divide 6x by 3, which gives me 2x, and divide negative 15 by 3, which gives me negative 5. So that gives me the factor 2x minus 5. I then look at the other column, and there's a GCF there of 2. So I divide 6x by 2, which gives me 3x, divide 4 by 2, which gives me 2. So that is the factor 3x plus 2. So 2x minus 5 times 3x plus 2 is what I get when I factor 6x squared minus 11x minus 10. Meaning if I multiply 2x minus 5 times 3x plus 2, I should get 6x squared minus 11x minus 10, which I do. Example 3. First thing I'm always going to do is look for a GCF. When I look at 3x squared, negative 3, negative 18, they all have a common factor of 3. So I factor out the GCF, so that becomes 3 parentheses x squared minus x minus 6. Now, I don't need to go through the process of the plus sign because I have what we've been factoring. So now I'm just looking for numbers that multiply to be negative 6, that add to be negative 1, which are negative 3 and 2. So this is 3, because that's still a factor, x minus 3, x plus 2. So first problem here. So 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. There is no number other than 1 that goes into 2, 3, and 2. So I'm going to take negative 2 times 2, which gives me negative 4. Numbers that multiply to be negative 4, that add to be negative 3, are negative 4 and 1. So I make my plus sign. I have 2x and 2x, negative 4 and 1. I look here. There is a GCF in 2x and negative 4, so I divide both by 2. 2x divided by 2 gives me x. Divide negative 4 by 2. Negative 4 divided by 2 gives me negative 2. So that is x minus 2 times 2x plus 1. want you to pause and do number 2 and 3 and come back and check. So I do -3 times 3, which is -9. Numbers that multiply to be -9, that add to be -8 are -9 and 1. So this is 3m and 3m, -9, 1. Here I have a common factor of 3, so I divide by 3 and I get m, divide -9 by 3 and I get -3. So that factored is m minus 3 times 3m plus 1. Number 3, I do 1 times 16. Numbers that multiply to be 16 that add to be -8 are -4 and -4. So it's 16r, 16r, -4, -4. They have a GCF in both of 4. So this gives me 4r and -1. Divide this by 4, that's 4r, -1. So it's 4r minus 1 times 4r minus 1. Number 4. So I'm going to do 3 times 2, which gives me 6. Numbers that multiply to be 6, that add to be 5, are 2 and 3. So I do my plus sign. So it's 2a, 2a, 2, and 3. On the left, I can divide both by 2, so I get a. Divide the bottom by 2, I get 1. So that's a plus 1 times 2a plus 3. I want you to pause and do 5 through 9 and come back and check. Okay, so I did these. So 5 should be 6y plus 5 times 3y minus 1. 6 should be -4t plus 7 times t minus 3. Remember, if you need to pause to take a closer look, please do that. 7 is 3 times y minus 4 times y plus 2, because I took out a GCF first of 3. Should always look for a GCF first. 8, again, there was a GCF of 2, so it's 2 parentheses x plus 8 and 2x minus 3. And 9 is 4, 2m minus 3, and minus 4. That's the end of our video for today. If you have any questions, please ask me in class.